All right. Last of our 4 ways of solving quadratics would be the quadratic formula, our Swiss Army knife, our do-it-all. It doesn't matter if there's coefficients in front, if it's factorable, nothing. It always works, so we like this. So just a reminder on the quadratic formula. It is the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And again, our a, b, and c values, our a value is always the one in front of x squared. Our b value is always the value in front of x. And again, if we don't see a number, it's 1, in this case, negative 1. And our c value is 2. Okay? If you don't see equals 0 at the start of your problem, and you're going to use the quadratic formula, you have to get it this way. So if the 2 would have been over here as a negative 2, I'd have to add it over first. You have to have equals 0 before you can use the quadratic formula. But once we have that set, so the opposite of negative 1 is 1, plus or minus the square root of b squared, always use parentheses when you're using exponents, minus 4ac all over 2a. And we've spoken before about when we're doing this, you don't want to type this whole thing in under the radical, because unless it's a perfect square, you're going to get a decimal, and we don't do decimals. So if you're going to type something in, just type in this part. Okay? I'm doing it in my head, though. So let's see. 1, 12, 24. 1 minus 24 is negative 23. Always look to see if you can break the number in the radical down. Now, I know it's a negative. We got to pull an eye out. But 23, if I even try that, I'm not really going to get anywhere. So the only thing I'm going to be able to do here is pull an eye out. And if, big if here, if, once I broke down the radical, if I could and stuff, if there was a number outside of the radicals in all 3 places that would divide in, I would need to reduce that. So if this would have been like 4, and this would have been 2, and this would have been 6, and I could divide them all by 2, I should. In this case, I can't. So in this case, that would be the end. And that, for this lesson, will be the end of our adventure of our magic quad of quadratic formula solving tools. We'll see you next time.